don't take no chances. Fill up all the blanks with lemon sprinkled ice. Please don't ask me twice. Rhythm got me bound.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a very quick and easy face makeup routine. This is how I highlight and contour. This is my face makeup and I'm going to show you guys just how I do it. But yeah, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Comment below, it really helps me out, and follow me on Instagram. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first let me put my hair back. That's not cute. Okay, so the first thing I do is not put on a primer. I do not use face primers. I've literally tried every face primer that everyone says is good, and I have not found one that does anything. It either makes my makeup worse or does nothing at all. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I'm typically looking for a mattifying primer because throughout the day I am so oily in the T-zone, so oily. So first things first, my face is clean and I do have on moisturizer and sunscreen. The first thing I've been going in with lately has been this little coloring stick. It's like a highlighting stick. This is literally just an Ulta Beauty brand face sculpting color stick in Highlight. The name of it is Highlight, so I guess that's the shade. But it's just a little stick like this. I literally just put it on my cheekbones in like a strip like that, and I use my fingers to just blend it out. So it's very subtle, but you can probably see it. Like, look how pretty that is. And this is just over moisturizer. I feel that the warmth from my fingers just helps blend it the most naturally and make it look super glowy and pretty. Like, look at that. Okay, so if you've watched my other few makeup videos that I have, or just know me in general, I don't like to wear foundation. So on a regular basis, I don't. I just spot conceal with concealer. I usually go in with this Bye Bye Breakout IT Cosmetics concealer because it does have salicylic acid in it. Right now I'm out of that one, so my alternative is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin one. It also has salicylic acid in it, so I use that one. And then my just all over face one is the Morphe in C255. So I go in and spot conceal my chin. I just pretty much put it all over my entire chin because I have so much discoloration on my chin. It's like not okay. And then I have a dark spot here that I'll go over. And then if I have any on my forehead, I'll just spot conceal that as well. And then on my under eyes, I go in with the Morphe concealer. It is also a little lighter than the one I use on my face, and literally I go in with the littlest amount. And then sometimes actually this Morphe one's a little too light, so I'll go in over it with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in a little bit of a darker shade. What is this one called? This one is in Warm Honey, and I don't do this all the time, but it just makes it a little bit less bright. I do like a little bit of a brighter under eye, but sometimes it's like white under. And then I go in with my Beauty Blender. I'm not gonna lie, like 87% of the time I don't even wet my Beauty Blender because I'm too lazy, and I just feel like it actually distributes better a lot of times when my Beauty Blender's dry. And I know some people are gonna be like, that's not how you use it. Well, that's how I use it. And it usually works just fine. I don't see the point in wetting it, but I did wet it today just because I actually opened a new Beauty Blender. It was about that time. My other one was getting really gross. But I will just blend this out. And the under eye.
Please don't ask me twice. Rhythm got me bouncing, bottles got me crying.
And I will drag it down. Like, that's my way of doing the triangle under eye. I just put a few dots under the eye, and if anything, I will drag it down into that triangle formation. But you don't need that much product, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. Their face is so caked that their natural beauty is no longer existent. They're just like a cake face, which if that's the look you're going for, who am I to stop you? Like, do your thing. So after that, I am going to cream contour, and I love using this product. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Dark Cocoa. And when I put it on, you're probably gonna say that's way too dark, because a lot of times you see people contour with like a shade that's literally half a shade darker than their foundation, and if that works for them, great. But I like a contour honey, so it blends out really well, so you'll see. But I just put a couple lines here, and I'll go up like my forehead just a little bit. And then to blend it out, this is my favorite brush to blend out my contour with. It's an e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush, but for some reason, it's so smooth and it blends it out like perfectly. And then if I put too much, I just take my beauty blender and all you do is go over it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I usually don't put too much, it's usually just fine. But today's just that day where I do nothing right, so you'll see in this video how everything's gonna go wrong. Then I go ahead and blend out on my forehead and my temples. I don't know what my deal is today. Whoa! Like, today's not even Friday the 13th. Like, yesterday was Friday the 13th. I don't know why the universe is like just fucking with me so much. Yeah, if anything ever doesn't blend out or you put too much of something, like, just dab it out with your beauty blender. It'll be okay, I promise. And then sometimes I take whatever is left on the brush and just like put it on my chin, jawline, the whole thing. After I do the cream contouring, then I'm gonna go ahead and set everything in place with powders. So powders are huge for me because, like I told you, I'm super oily. To set the places I concealed, I go in with the Fenty Beauty Banana Setting Powder. Also, okay, I love this powder, but lately in pictures with a flash, I've noticed, I thought it had no flashback, but lately, like, it's been having kind of some flashback and I'm just like, what? Like, Rihanna would not do that to us. Like, Rihanna takes pictures with flash. She's on red carpets, like why would she make a product with flashback? So I think assumed that it wouldn't. The flashback is kind of real, so comment down below your favorite translucent powder that doesn't have flashback. Oh, and to do that, this is just a really, really old contour brush, but I use it for my powders because it just goes under my eye like so perfectly. Like, see that? Love it, I've been using it forever. I think it's the Sephora brand. Little brush. And then to set my contour, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. It's a really good cool tone color to set my contour. And then I just use this Morphe M530 brush because it's the perfect little circle to fit right in here. Just going over all the places that I contoured. And then I do go over my chin and jawline. And then what I like to do is I like to cut my contour. I don't know if that's the right term. Like, I'm not a makeup artist. I use the same translucent powder and I use a Sharp beauty blender, but not the one that I use for my face. I just don't like to mix the two because I use this side for my concealer and I need that same side for the powder and it doesn't go well. So I just grab a new beauty blender that I only use for powder and I dip right into it on that sharp side and I'm gonna cut my contour so that it's nice and sharp. I like to curve it up because personally, I like when my cheekbone or like my cheeks right here when you smile are super rounded. So I tend to round it out at the bottom, if you can kind of see that. And then same thing on the other side. Then I will sometimes contour my nose. I don't do this all the time, I'm too lazy to be honest, but if I do, I just do the bottom right here because my nose does go down a bit right here and I like to shorten it, and then I will just create a little circle at the end. I don't really contour right here because my nose isn't wide or crooked or anything like that. So I usually use a smaller version of this brush, but I'm too lazy to go get it, so we're just gonna use the same one and I will just blend it out. And if it doesn't act right, I will use my beauty blender. Sometimes you just have to use what you got, you know? And I feel like it just helps lift the end of my nose up just a little bit and make it kind of like a button. You know? Of course, this is probably the worst nose contour I've ever done in my life, and it's on camera. Because that's just how this day is going. And then with that still setting, oh my god, I didn't even bring my blush. I'll be back. Okay, and then with this still on, I will do my blush. I love blush. This is the NARS Orgasm blush. It's just a little baby one. And then I use the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH04 blush brush to apply. And I like to put it right on the apples and then bring it back. And then also I put it on my nose. And then after that, I will go in and dust off the setting powder we had. And then last but not least, we are going to highlight. But since I already have that subtle highlight from before that's still peeking through, I barely put any powder highlight on over it, but I do just put a tiny bit. Lately, I've been reaching for this one. It's an old Urban Decay by Kristen Leanne palette. It's called the Beauty Beam Highlighter Palette. That's so dirty, but this is what the palette looks like. And then I'm using the Morphe M510 or 510, whatever you want to call it, little highlighting brush.
Rhythm got me bouncing, bottles got me crashing.
And then I will put some on the tip of my nose. Sometimes I'll go over it with my beauty blender if it's just a little aggressive. That's pretty much the face done. Let me do my lower lash line and my lips and set everything off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. For my lips, I just put on my favorite lip liner, which is the NYX lip liner in Nude Truffle. It's like my all-time favorite. And then a classic Kat Von D Bow and Arrow liquid lip over top. But yeah, this is the finished look. This is how I do my contour and basically all of my face makeup. I think this is a pretty natural face routine. I don't wear foundation. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and follow me on Instagram. Let me know in the comments what video you want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! So, where is my... Did I not bring it in here? Hello? I'll be right back. Guys, today is such a struggle. Like, I can't get anything together. I can't do anything right. Oh, Jesus.